Good morning to all my dear students. I am Neelam Miss, your social science teacher, and today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 10, Indian Agriculture. Before starting our chapter, I welcome you all with a good thought. One children, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the whole world. So, in this lesson, we are going to learn a topic related to the agriculture of India, types of farming and farming methods in India, technical and institutional reforms in agriculture, and role of agriculture in India. These are the main topics which we are going to learn in this lesson. Agriculture is an important resource in India since ancient time. Agriculture has a main occupations from last many years. In India, more than 60% of people are engaged with agriculture. Now, we will learn the textual introduction of these lessons. Since ancient time, agriculture has remained a prime economic activity of most of the people in India. It means that from ancient time, agriculture has remained a prime. Prime, it means the most important occupation to earn economy. For economic activity, the agriculture has remained the most important occupation in India for most of the people since ancient time. Even today, also, main support of Indian economy is agriculture. You all are knowing that India is known as a land of agriculture. India is known as agrarian country. Today, even agriculture has given a main support to our Indian economy. It means our maximum economy is coming from the field of agriculture. Agriculture is the important resource of India, because in India, more than 60% of people is engaged with agriculture, and we are getting a main support to our economy, that is also from agriculture. So for India, agriculture is an important resource. About a 60% of labor power is engaged in agriculture. It means that 60% of population is doing their labor work and they are engaged with agriculture. Besides the supplying food to people of India, raw material for many industries also come from agriculture. Agriculture is not giving food to Indian people, but agriculture is also providing raw material for the industries. So agriculture is the most important resource in India. Agriculture occupies about 22% of national product. It means that our 22% of our national product is from agriculture. Crops and other farm products hold about 18% contribution in export, which earn huge foreign exchange. It means that 22% of economy is coming from agriculture, which the agriculture we are exporting to the foreign country. 18% of economic contribution is coming from crops and other farm products. These agriculture products and the farm products which we are exporting to the foreign countries, and we are getting a huge foreign exchange. We are earning a huge economy because agriculture is the main occupation in India. Indian economy is mainly depend on agriculture. It means that our economy is depend on agriculture. Agriculture plays a main occupation in India because the 60% of people is engaged with agriculture. 22% of national income is coming from agriculture. 18% and which we are exporting, it's coming from crops and other farm products. And because of exporting this farm products and agriculture, we are earning a huge exchange from foreign. So we can say that Indian economy is mainly dependent on agriculture. Thus we can say that India is an agrarian country. It means India is agriculture country. The most of the areas in India, 2 or more crops annually can be taken due to the factors like fertile plains, favorable climate for the around the year cultivation, irrigations, skilled and hard-working farmer. It means that in some areas we can grow crops. We can grow 2 or more crops in annually. It means during the 12 month we can grow 2 or more crops because of which main factors we can grow 2 or 3 crops in annually. It means in 12 months we can grow, like if they are having a factors, the effective factors like it having a fertile plains, it means having a fertile land which can grow crops. Favorable climate, it means that maximum rainfall and a good climate and around the year. It means that if it is having a good climate whole year, then we can grow 2 or 3 crops, 2 or more than crops in a year. With the irrigation skill, if the farmer is having a good irrigation skilled, it is too hard working farmer, so they can irrigate more than 1 crops in a year. Even then the progress in the field of agriculture is not sufficient. It means that we are having irrigation, we are having skilled and hard-working farmer, we are having fertile land, we are having favorable climate, but then also even this all progress are there, but then also agriculture is not sufficient in India. Indian farmers are generally poor and uneducated. It means that if we are having a favorable climate, a good land with a fertile land, we are having that kind of skill that we can irrigate, we can cultivate 2 or more crops in a year. We are having hard-working farmer, but then also even the progress in the field of agriculture is not sufficient because still our farmers are poor and uneducated. They are not using modern machineries, modern facilities in their farming. So why? Because the reason is there, they are poor, so they can't able to buy the modern machineries, and they are uneducated, so they can't use a new experiment, they can't use a new technologies like insecticides and pesticides in their farming because they are uneducated. Agriculture production in India is much less compared to world due to the reason like it means that agriculture production is much less compared to the world. Why it is less compared to the world? If we are an agrarian country, we are the agriculture country, our occupation is mainly dependent on agriculture, then also the agriculture production is less compared to world due to the following reason. Inadequate facilities of irrigation, irregular and uncertainty of rain. It means inadequate facility of irrigation. It means not having a modern machinery, not having a proper facility of irrigation, not having a proper tools and instrument for irrigation. Even the atmosphere, it means irregular rain, uncertainty of rain, it means a lack of monsoon season, more population. It means that here the high population, India is at the second rank in a population, large family and smaller farms. It means in India the farmers family are large and their farms are small. No interest in experiment. It means that they are not taking interest in doing a new experimentation. Less uses of chemical fertilizer. It means that they are not using the chemical fertilizer. Even why? Because they are poor, they are uneducated, they are not having knowledge to use chemical fertilizer, they are not having enough money to buy this fertilizer. Modern machineries and scientific approach for a cultivation, education and educated mass opting away from agriculture. It means that we are not using modern machineries and scientific approach for the cultivation. That is also a main reason. And even the educated, it means educated mass, it means the educated youngsters are opting, it means going, they don't want to do the work of agriculture, they don't want to do the farming. After doing their education, they don't want to go in the field of agriculture, so called a lower status of agriculture in the society, etc. It means that people are thinking that the agriculture is the status, it means agriculture is the field of a lower status. So the people, they don't want to join in the eye of a society. Doing agriculture is the lower status, so the younger one, those who are educated, they don't want to join the agriculture field. This all are the reason that our agriculture production is less compared to world. Because of this reason, we are not getting the proper agriculture product in India. That is because of not having a proper facility in the irrigation field, not having a proper rain. Because of more population, the families are larger and the farms are smaller, not doing the experiment in their agriculture field, not using the chemical fertilizer, even not using modern machineries and scientific approach in the cultivation. And in our society, we are thinking that doing the work in agriculture, that is a lower status, and educated students are going away from agriculture. So because of this all reasons, that we are getting less much production from the agriculture field. The socio-economic condition of people of India, administrative policy and the entire Indian economy are associated with agriculture. It means that our social, not only the economical condition of Indian peoples and administrative policy, it means our government policy. This entire are dependent, our entire Indian economy is associated with agriculture, because the 60% of Indian peoples are connected with agriculture. And our country is getting maximum economy from the agriculture. Farming types are classified according to irrigation methods, farm outputs and economic return. Now we are going to learn a new topic, that is that farming types in India. The farming types are classified according to their irrigation methods. Every irrigation methods are different irrigation methods. Their outputs are also different, and the economic returns are also different. Why? Because the reason is that in the irrigation method, if you are using the modern machineries, then you will do the faster work, and if the output you will also get a fast output if you are using fertilizer, good fertilizer, biofertilizer or chemical fertilizer. It will helpful to farmers, and if the crops are good, then you will get a good economic returns. So we are going to learn about the farming types in India. Types of farming. There are 6 types of farmings are there in India. Subsistence farming, dry farming, wet farming, shifting, it means zoom agriculture, plantation agriculture, intensive farming. In India, there are 6 types of farmings are there. Subsistence farmings, dry farming, wet farming, shifting, zoom agriculture or shifting farming, plantation agriculture, it means plantation farming, and intensive farming. These 3 types of farming we are going to learn in detail. Number 1, subsistence farming. Subsistence farming you can see in the picture. Subsistence farming, it means the farming, it means the poor farmer, those who are just doing farming to feed their family. Their farms are small and they are not using modern machineries. They are doing farming with the tools which are available to them, and their farms are small and their families are large, and the farming which they are doing, the return, they are not going to get profit. They are just doing farming to feed their family. You can see the subsistence farming, it means small farming. They are not using the modern machinery. You can see in the picture. Subsistence farming. After the independence, many agriculture development projects are implemented. Yet the economic condition of Indian farmer is very weak even today. It means that after independence, the Green Revolution has been held 4 times. Even an agriculture development, there are many development projects has been implemented for the development of agriculture, but yet economic condition of farmer is very weak in India. The Indian farmers are poor. Costly seeds, fertilizers and use of insecticides are not affordable to the smaller farmer holdings. It means the farmer, those who are poor, they are not having enough money because they are poor. They are even weak today. They are not having that much money to buy costly seed, fertilizer and use of insecticides for their farmer, and they are holding a small farm. It means they are the farming loans are very small. The farmer production is just sufficient to his family as he consume in the maintenance of the family. It means the farmer, those who are growing the production, that production is only sufficient to his family, because of to run, just to maintain, to sustain his family. He could not even sell the products to the other person. Why? Because he is poor, he is not having big farm, he has not buy a costly seed, he is not having fertilizer, he is not using modern machinery. So because he is not getting proper income from that production, and that income is only enough for his family. This is called subsistence farming. It means that what he is earning just to feed his family. He could not be able to save. He is not having a savings also, and he is not using the modern facilities which are available. Why? Because he is poor. So this type of farming is called subsistence farming. So even today Indian agriculture is considered to be an active for the life maintenance only. So we can say that 60% of people, those who are engaged in agriculture, they are still doing the activity which is just maintaining their life only. Even they are only getting 2 times or 3 times of meals only for their families. They could not be able to save anything. Even they are not using modern machineries, costly seeds, and not using fertilizer, not using insecticides for their farming. Why? Because it is not affordable to them, and they are very poor, they are weak. So this type of farming is called subsistence farming. The farming which they are doing to just feed their family, just doing to maintain their family, it's called subsistence farming. Dry farming. Dry farming, you can see the picture. Dry farming, it means that when a lands are getting dry, it's getting a crack because are not having a groundwater in interior part of the earth. Interior part of the earth is not having a ground water level, and because of that the lands are getting cracked and lands become unfertile. It means that we can't grow anything. This happens because of irregular rain and the land become dry. So this is called a dry farming, and in dry farming we can only grow the crops one crop in a year. Dry farming where the rainfall is inadequate, irrigation facilities are less, farming is dependent only on rain. It means that dry farming, it means that almost the farming is dependent on rain. If rain is going to come, then and only then farmers are going to grow the crops, because the groundwater level is totally low, and they are not having enough groundwater and not having a proper facilities of irrigation, and the rainfall range is less compared to other city. Only one crop is taken through the humidity accumulated within the land. It means that we can grow only one crop through the humidity. It means that moisture which is there in the land. We can only grow one crop because of humidity which is present in the land, and we can only do at once in a year. We can only grow one crop in a year because of that humidity which is present in land. That is known as dry farming. Here we can't grow one or more crops in a year. Why? Because it's not having a proper groundwater in interior part of the earth. Crops like jowar, millet and pulses which require less water are grown here. It means that the crops which needed less water, it means that they don't need groundwater level more. If the crops which are require less water, the crops like jowar, millet and pulses, these are the only crops which we can grow in a dry farming land, where the lands are not having a proper groundwater. The crop production is taken because of the humidity which we can found in the land. In Gujarat, Wheat and gram are grown in the humid soil after the monsoon is over. It means that in Gujarat, wheat and gram are grown in the humid soil. Humid, it means the soil which is having a humidity, the soil which is having a moisture after the monsoon is over. Why? Because the monsoon is over. At that time, a little bit of groundwater is there during that the 4 months of monsoon season. So otherwise, after monsoon season, the land is going to become a dry. The groundwater velocity of a groundwater is going to decrease. Wet farming. Wet farming, it means the crops needed more groundwater. Dry farming, it means the crops needed less groundwater. Wet farming, it means the crops which needed more groundwater to grow. You can see in the picture, this is called a wet farming. You can see that how much even after watering the crops, even the lawn is filled with the water, and this is the crops like a paddy. Paddy means rice. Rice needed more groundwater. Wet farming. Wet farming is carried out in the region of heavy and inadequate facility for the irrigation. It means that wet farming, we can only we can only do a wet farming where the heavy rainfall is there. Heavy rainfall, it means that you have learned in 9th standard where the rainfall range is more than 70 to 200 centimeter, where the rainfall range is high. Only at that places you can do a wet farming. If there is no rainfall or if it is insufficient, more than one crop can be taken with the help of irrigation. It means that here if there is no rainfall is there and insufficient rainfall is there, the rainfall is not that much proper, so we can grow more than one crops in a year. With the help of irrigation and skilled farming, we can grow another crop. Why? Because it's having the groundwater level for at least 8 months. It's having a groundwater level high after the 4 months of monsoon, and after the next 4 months the ground is having a little bit of water, so we can grow another crop. Wherein paddy means rice. Paddy, sugarcane, cotton, wheat and vegetables are grown in wet farming. Wet farming means the farming which required heavy rainfall, and we can grow more than one crop with the help of irrigation. Which type of crops we can grow in wet farming? We can grow paddy, sugarcane, cotton, wheat, vegetables are grown. So now we will do the revision what we have learned today. We have learned about the agriculture. We have learned agriculture is an important resource in India. We have learned that 60% of Indian labor power is engaged in agriculture. Agriculture give main support to Indian economy. Most of the peoples from ancient times depends on the agriculture is their prime economic activity. Agriculture is the important resource in India. Almost 22% of national product is occupied from agriculture, and even 18% contribution is come from crops and other farm products. Because of this all export, we earn a huge foreign exchange. Even the agriculture, we are supplying food to Indian peoples, and we are also giving raw material to industries from agriculture. India is known as agrarian country. The Indian economy is mainly dependent on agriculture. We can grow more than 2 crops in a year with the help of fertile lands, favorable climates and irrigation, and skilled and hardworking farmer. but then also the progress in the field of agriculture is not sufficient. Why? Because the farmers are poor and uneducated. We have learned about the agriculture production is less compared to the following reasons. The reasons are that not having the proper facility, irregular rain, because of more population, the families are larger and their farms are smaller. The farmers are not taking in doing new experiment in their farming. They are not using chemical fertilizer. Even they are not using modern machineries and scientific approach for the cultivation. And educated students are going away from agriculture. Why? Because they are thinking that in our society people are thinking that that agriculture occupation is lower status. We have learned about that types of farmings. There are 6 types of farmings are there in India. That is subsistence farming, dry farming, wet farming, shifting means zoom farming, plantation agriculture and incentive farming. We have learned about subsistence farming. Subsistence farming, it means they not using costly seed, fertilizer, not using insecticides, just doing farming to maintain their family. This is called subsistence farmings. Why? Because they are poor, they can't afford the costly seeds and modern machinery in their farming. And we have learned about dry farming. Dry farming, it means that farming is dependent only on rain. We can grow only one crop because of the help of humidity which is present in land. That is called dry farming. We can only grow crops like jowar, millet and pulses which require less water. So this is called dry farming. Wet farming, it means that it requires more water to grow the crops. Heavy rainfall is heavy rainfall is required to do wet farming. There is no rain. If there is no rainfall or if insufficient rainfall is there, then we can grow one crop with the help of irrigation. Which crops require more water, we can only grow in wet farming. The crops like paddy, sugarcane, cotton, wheats and vegetables are grow in wet farming because they require more water. So I hope you all are not having doubt till the topic we have completed. Tomorrow in next lecture we will go through next topic. Thank you.